So as you can see, you are in a very like stereotypical kind of high school cafeteria.
Yes, I feel very repressed.
This is my nightmare.
Better lighting than my cafeteria.
Yeah, absolutely.
What themes or ideas or experiences about being a teen or young person do you think your show explores that you didn't see portrayed on TV like growing up?
The angst, the love, the passion, the sex. What?
Anyways,
Those were legit answers.
To try to fit into the mold of what you're seeing on TV is not always going to be the case.
Well, it's not real.
those classic high school movies, like everyone I look back and they look like 30 years old.
I was fully expecting like people looking like him all around. I was expecting me to look like that. Me too.
And I was like, oh, so in high school you're just gonna be an adult?
Hot. But I was like, hell no, I don't look like nothing. I look like 12. I still look 12. Yeah.
And I was like
16
a
and get
13-year-old,
hot.
like,
That's how I felt.
yeah,
Sure.
very unrealistic that I
Yeah,
didn't
and
look
then I
like
was
John
16
Travolta.
and looked 16.
Right,
And was like,
with like
"What the heck?"
acne, and I was like, I don't.
Where are my
what do you
boobs at?
mean? Why do I have boobs?
The only teen show that comes to mind that deals with like really real teenage growing up before us was like Freaks and Geeks.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was just, and the reason why that was such a cult classic is because it was so real, and all the other teen shows were so dramatized and romanticized, and I think what we pride ourselves in is tackling everything with a groundedness and brutal honesty.
I think some of the topics that our show covers that we like didn't see growing up were like so much, really. I mean, sexuality gets spoken about.
I feel like we have kind of a different approach to like exploring your sexuality, just not really understanding everything yet and it being something everyone deals with.
Like you see in like older like shows and movies how the guy is always going after sex and always like they have like hormones, which they do, but also the girl thinks about that stuff too. It's not like taboo, right?
Yeah, so it's not just like, you know, one type of character has to deal with the awkward things and things that go on when you're growing up. Like everyone goes through that.
These 15-year-old girls, they have questions and they're not sure. They're lost and they are looking at Wikipedia for help, which is also realistic. They're not just, you know, curious about it and suddenly they're amazing and get it 100%. No, they are curious about it and
research. Do your research.
they research it. They do their homework.
I had like a health class in 7th grade, and it's just all we talked about was how the reproductive system worked, you know?
And then you watch like a weird pregnancy, like a giving birth video, and I don't
Basically
know.
all just scare tactics.
Exactly.
We don't have sex.
I think something that is important is you are not as interesting as the relationship that you are in. You are interesting on your own, and you're powerful on your own, and who you're with does not define you. Because we see that so much, and it's like, yes, yay, love, that's great, but like, that's also not the most interesting thing about you.
I think you see a lot in Sarah's character of seeing relationships and the realistic expectation of like who you're supposed to be dating and this is who I should be dating. Because I know I felt that a lot in high school of like, I know this is who I'm supposed to be dating, but this is where my heart's leading me and it's not easy and it's not simple, and I think that that's shown really well of like going, just go for whoever you want to date. Don't go for who's easy or what's expected of you.
But also they have quite normal, well, I wouldn't say that normal, but like, but their relationships, as you'll see, the kind of friendships they make, if any of them have romances, they, I think, are quite reflective of teen relationships.
And I feel like through our show, you can really see that like everyone is the same. Like we're all dealing with our own stuff.